Welcome back to Central Valley Talk. I'm your host, Mike Briggs, and the show is Real Estate and Home Improvement Show. All week we've been talking to people about how to care for your house, who to hire as a plumber, who to hire as an electrician, things like that. But my favorite part of the show is when we bring on realtors and they show off the cool properties they have for sale. Now, this next guest, Lenny Sharp. Lenny Sharp, by the way, welcome, Lenny.
Thank you.
We try to get you on the show all the time, but every time you're coming on, you've already sold the property. You sell them fast, don't you?
Yeah, might have an offer on this one. So.
This one unsold. He contacted me earlier in the week and said, Mike, that house is sold, but I'll talk about this one. I said, all right. So, but you sell them.
Yep.
You're a good seller's agent, they call them.
Yeah, I kind of split between buyers and sellers. I've listed quite a few, but kind of specialize in short-term rental investors. That's been a big part of my clientele.
People who want to have a what do you call it, vacation rental?
Airbnb or Verbo up in the mountains.
Yeah.
I really like buyers who want to use the place themselves.
Use it themselves. I like that too, yeah.
I kind of have this thing I talk about, free mountain getaway, which is basically you can buy a home, take advantage of the vacation rental market, and essentially have the home pay for itself, and you can have use of it.
And you've got your own cabin or whatever.
Absolutely.
Let's run through this one because I know it may be sold, but it's just so cool, Lenny.
Yeah, so this is a cute little property. It's on a little over 2 acres in Mariposa, just outside the Ponderosa Basin area. Mm-hmm. But it's got, I think with some tree work, you could open up some of those views. It is a fixer. I mean, we call it on the listing a contractor special. You don't have to be a contractor, but you should be handy because while it's got a lot of potential, in order to really make this home shine, it's going to take some work finishing up the remodeling they've already started.
Now, this is a mobile home, but
it's
what they've done is beautiful work.
Yeah, so the ceilings are all, for the most part, wood with the open beams. Nice open floor plan with the 2 bedrooms in the bathroom on one side.
There's a rock fireplace. There's from the side of the fireplace.
Yeah, so it's a super cute place. And like I said, we just listed it and already getting some strong interest. So hope to find the right buyer.
Indoor laundry. Wow.
Yeah.
It's nice right there. Is it on a well?
Yes, it's on a well, but pretty much all the property up in our area is well and septic.
And this one of the rooms are in the middle of remodeling.
Yeah, exactly. So this is an open space. This actually isn't one of the bedrooms, so that's could be a secondary living area or an office.
Mm-hmm. And look at that, it's just beautiful.
Yeah, it's got a nice covered porch.
Were they doing that themselves, that work?
Yeah, they were.
It's really nice, yeah.
The family that owned it, they were doing some of the remodeling themselves and decided to turn it over to professionals.
So a couple of acres. Now, one of your specialties is you have a whole bunch. You sell properties up there.
Yes.
In the foothills and in Fresno, or the valley.
Yeah, we have an office in Clovis, so pretty much Mariposa, Oakhurst, and the Fresno area.
Yeah. And then you also help people find a home that they might want to use as a vacation rental.
Exactly.
I live there sometimes when it's open.
Yeah, so we've got, Yosemite draws about 4.5 million visitors a year. So, and as anybody has noticed, to try to find lodging in the park is both expensive and very, very, very low vacancy rate. Yeah. So,
it's way more fun to stay up there. We go to Yosemite a lot. We get a cabin or a vacation rental.
Yeah.
Way more fun than the hotels.
Yeah, exactly. You can, cook your family meals. It's actually a much more relaxing way to stay than a hotel or a motel. And the beauty of it is with the vacation rental revenue, the home will essentially pay for itself. Mm-hmm. So it's very easy to break even, or if you're a serious investor, you can make a good return on your investment. But if you would like to use the home yourself, with a typical vacancy or occupancy rate of about 60% in our area, that leaves a lot of weekends open for you to use it with your family. So it's a nice combination.
People will cancel, stuff like that, and you got a place. Yeah. If you live in Fresno, you're up there in an hour and a half or less than that, maybe.
Yeah, hour to Oakhurst, hour and a half to Mariposa.
Right. But if you live in LA or anywhere in the country, you can still own this and have it rented out.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, a lot of clients from the Bay Area, a lot of clients from LA, and then visitors come from all over the world.
Yeah, they do. Now, another thing you do, by the way, I know a lot about you, Lenny. You do photos, like aerial photos and stuff of
Yeah, so
properties for sale.
I kind of stumbled into that. I've been an avid photographer for many, many years, and so when I got into real estate, I thought, I might as well shoot my own photos.
Yeah.
Then pretty soon, other agents were calling me to ask me to shoot their listings. So I do full suite of photography, interior, exterior, and drone.
Mm-hmm.
And then recently, I've actually bought a drone that I can fly through the house. So I do my virtual tours.
I've seen one of those. I didn't know
by
anybody
actually
around here
flying
did those, but
through
you
the
do
house.
that.
So yeah,
Wow.
and once in a while I'd bump into something, but not too often.
Lenny, everybody has a camera in their hand now.
Yeah.
And we always think we're great photographers, but when you see a really good photographer, it makes a difference, does it? Especially for a real estate listing.
Yeah, I believe me, you can do a pretty nice job with your iPhone, but the reality is, I shoot what we call HDR, which is high dynamic range, and just think about this: if you're exposing for the interior, then the windows are going to probably be blown out. So the way I shoot and edit, you're going to be able to see the interior clearly and as well as see what's outside the windows. So
Yeah, that's really hard.
that's kind of
to
the
do.
basic. And then also just aligning. So the editing software kind of lines everything up so you don't get those wonky angles.
Yeah.
And, so I'd encourage you to, find yourself a professional photographer.
Or
And
call Lenny Sharp.
or
of
call
course.
me. Yeah, my website has information on
Let me
how to
click
reach me
over
as
here.
well as my portfolio.
I do have your website here, I think. Put up on the screen.
Yeah.
sharpmountainhomes.com, and that's just your website, not the real estate agency.
Correct.
And
And I've got photography up there as well.
I hope it's okay to put your phone number on the screen, too.
Sure, that's fine.
559-580-9315. So I guess you sell homes for people,
Absolutely.
and you really like to do those foothill areas.
Yes.
But you'll sell for people, Fresno,
Yeah,
Cold, that
I
whole
come
area.
down to the valley all the time, yeah.
But if somebody wants to buy a property, they see this video and they say, I want to own that vacation rental, you'll help them find it.
Absolutely. And I can give them projections on what to expect in
Yeah.
terms of revenue. And actually, very important, we've got managers, cleaners, handymen, contractors. So I've got a team up there that can help you do whatever it takes.
I think that's why some people are afraid of getting into that because, I mean, you got a renter in there and the hot water heater goes out. You have to, you can't say, I'll get to it in a week or two. Or
Yeah. Well, I have 3 vacation rentals myself, so
You do?
it keeps us busy.
Oh, so you have that experience.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
Airbnb
never-
Superhost since 2016.
I've never heard it said how you say it, though, that, what do you say, it pays for itself?
Yeah,
Pays
absolutely.
your mortgage? So
Absolutely.
you're getting free houses.
Free house, free vacation home.
And you get some write-off there, I'd imagine. We won't talk about taxes too much, but I can only imagine what I would do with that.
Yeah.
You're a fascinating guy, Lenny, everything you do. Different
thank
from
you.
any other realtor we've had on.
Well, I
You do
appreciate
something
that.
really special. Anything else you want our viewers to know?
No, that's good. Just give me a call. If you've got, needs in any of those areas, I'd be happy to help you.
Yeah, and by the way, this house isn't sold. You say you might have an offer.
Might
but
have it. I've got a verbal. We're going to find out later this evening.
If anybody's interested in that, call Lenny today. Right now, when you see this show, 559-580-9315. And thank you, Lenny. Like I said, we don't get a lot of people who do all the things you do. The aerial thing is amazing. By the way, you're licensed to
License,
do that.
yeah. To do it
drone.
commercially, you have to have a FAA license.
Yeah. And that you do the drone in the house.
Absolutely.
See, I'm afraid even to fly a drone because I think I would crash. All right. Call Lenny Sharper.
All right.
Or just check out his website, sharpmountainhomes.com. Before we go ahead and say the name of the company, Twist.
Yes, Twist Realty Group. We're part of EXP now, so our brokerage is under EXP Realty.
Very good. We'll be back with more Central Valley Talk right after this.